Round 22 of the Duo BRDC F4 Championship is about to get underway. And Will Palmer is the man who is on pole position. It's a one-by-one staggered grid here at Brands Hatch. Fernando Urrutia is with him at the front. And Rodrigo Fonseca is the man who lines up third, ready for race 1 of 3. Drivers back from the warming up lap, they look towards the lights which go out. The race gets underway now as the field blasts off down towards Paddock Hill Bend for the first time. On board with Harry Newey, he started 10th on the grid and he's got work to do here to try and work his way up through the pack as the cars storm their way towards Druids for the first time. Newey goes to the outside, tries to find some clear track space. Can he get in and overtake Faisal Al-Zubair as they head down the hill? The answer is no, but Will Palmer, the champion, leads the way. 10 race victories already. Can he add a further 3 to it by the end of the weekend and already look in trouble and out of the race? Omar Ismail. Harry Newey looks to the inside as they work their way through clearways for the first time. Can't really make the run there. And there, out of the race, Omar Ismail. Big frustration, walks away. On board with Newey to the outside as they work their way down towards Paddock. Can he find a way through as they dive through the right-hander? This is the fight for 9th position now. Remember, 8 puts you on pole for race 2 on the reverse grid, and a big lock-up there. Diving in towards Paddock, a big lock-up by Faisal Al-Zubair. That should give Newey the opportunity to challenge on the run downhill, but he's not quite close enough to capitalise. Replay of the start on board with Kieran Haggerty. Not the best start in the world, but he has to move across and defend the inside line, which he does on the way towards Paddock. Will Palmer leads, but Fernando Urrutia goes right round the outside of him. Urrutia gets his nose in front on the way up towards Druids, but Palmer stands his ground on the inside. They break for Druids, and the shorter line is claimed by Palmer. The HHC Motorsport team that runs Will Palmer's car, and that of many others indeed in the race, look on for the pit wall as now, look, Harry Newey has finally found a way up and past Faisal Al-Zubair. The next target is Jack Lang as the cars sprint their way through the left-hander now at Surtees, then right into McLaren and right again at Clearways, and up the inside goes Newey. Almost banging wheels, but Harry Newey goes through, picks up the place. Remember, 8th is good enough for pole for the second race, and that would be an ideal result for Newey if he can't work his way further through the traffic. Jack Lang, though, has not given up as they work their way towards Paddock. Newey uses the curb on the way in and on the way out uses all of the available width of the road. Into Druids now. Where's Jack Lang? Newey goes a little bit deep to the corner but gets it turned in, finds the clipping point. Jordan Albert there, still busy battling. He's got Jack Bartholomew behind him. Albert, a double winner this year. Bartholomew has been a front runner but not a race winner. Can he change that before the end of the season? Left and right they go through Surtees, then McLaren, Bartholomew inching up onto the back of Albert. They're running wide. Akhil Rabindra, number 2, the blue and white car. Tom Jackson right up behind him, but this is only for 13th, so Jackson really struggling here to get the points for second in the championship. Makes a run to the inside. Now he's done it. He secures 1 place. Still, though, he's got a huge amount of work to do. Jack Lang here has got himself back ahead of Harry Newey, and he's on the tail of Jack Bartholomew as they dive their way into Paddock. Through goes Jack Lang. He's done it on the inside line, and Newey, who was back down to 9th, also gets past Bartholomew for 8th place going into Druid. So once again, Newey has got himself pole for race 2. It's a really topsy-turvy kind of race this for him, but Harry Newey is on target for pole for race 2, but the race 1 win is going to head the way of Will Palmer, who yet again comes towards the checkered flag before anybody. Win number 11 of the year. Will Palmer underlines why he is the champion by scoring victory once more. Second over the timing line, Fernando Urrutia, and third goes the way of Rodrigo Fonseca. Let's confirm the results. Harrison Newey's 8th gives him pole for race 2 behind Jack Lang and Sisu and Gebelana. But the podium finishers, Fonseca, Urrutia, and yet again, the winner is Will Palmer.
It was a good race. I just about managed to hold the lead off the start. It was quite close with Fernando, but I managed to hold on to that. And then, it was just like qualifying again after that, and I was able to pull away.
That's a really good start. I mean, since qualifying it started with a good day, so what a way to finish, and well, step in the podium is amazing.
I'm really happy, and sharing it with another Mexican is amazing. So yeah, it will be a good memory, for the rest of my life.
Race 2 of the weekend is round 23 of the BRDC F4 Championship, and Harry Newey is the man on pole position this time around. With him at the front is Jack Lang, and lining up third is Sisu and Gebelana as we get set for the penultimate race. The Brands Hatch Indy circuit always delivers close racing. There's one car, look, heading down the pit lane. But in the meantime, the lights go out and away they blast, with Harry Newey making a good getaway. Jack Bartholomew was on his toes as well, going for a gap, and Sisu and Gebelana tries to outdrag Jordan Albert, but Albert goes round the outside into third place, on board with Palmer, round paddock. Can he dive through on the outside at Druids and gain a place? No, the road is absolutely blocked ahead of him, as Gebelana is still busy battling. The race leader, though, is Harry Newey, ahead of Jack Lang in the orange car second. Jordan Albert is third, and as they work their way downhill for the first time and turn out of Graham Hill Bend, Palmer here looking for a way past Bartholomew, who doesn't give him a huge amount of room. Palmer tries to keep on coming, but eventually has to give way. Jack Lang defending from Jordan Albert. Lang in the orange car, turning his way up towards Clark Curve. End of lap 1 then, as they head over the timing line now. Tom Jackson in number 12, the red and black car, another man keen for points here. But Harry Newey, who wants the runners-up spot in the championship, is getting away. Lang so busy defending, look, from Jordan Albert, that they're starting to lose touch with the race leader. This is Albert's view, heading up now towards Druids. On the inside line is Lang, to the outside goes Jordan Albert. He's been a double winner this year. Can he stand his ground? No, Lang runs him out wide, so Albert has to ease off, slot back in behind, and straight away, look, he comes under pressure. Rodrigo Fonseca is right there behind him. Fonseca, somebody who far more was expected from in the championship than he's delivered this year, but he can still race with the best of them, and he's in that leading gaggle as they head now up towards Clearway. Sisu and Gebelana busy as well in number 37 ahead of Kieran Haggerty, and then there, the red and white car of Jack Bartholomew. Round 23 of the BRDC F4 Championship from Brands Hatch. Battle on for third place. You're riding with Jordan Albert, who is under attack from Rodrigo Fonseca, who's up the inside, who goes through. Fonseca, the Mexican driver, picks up the place. He arrives at Druids ahead of Jordan Albert then now, and Rodrigo Fonseca up to third has got a bit of work to do to catch Jack Lang in the orange car up the road ahead. The race leader is Harry Newey, who is way up the road in the distance, having had a great few first laps to build the lead on cold tyres. But Jack Lang now in a pretty solid second place. Fonseca has chipped away to get up onto the back of Albert. Finally he's gone through. So what now can he do about the traffic ahead of him? The first target for Fonseca is Jack Lang, but Jordan Albert here running fourth is just starting to drop away a little bit. Nose to tail through Clark Curve. Over the timing line they will come in a moment. And again, Palmer gets a really good run. He gets a toe, he gets the outside line. Chris Meelan is going to have to defend, but this time Palmer gets his nose in front. He brakes as late as he dares. Has he done it this time? Yes, he has! Fantastic! Fourth time lucky. Round the outside, Will Palmer has done it. He secures the place and covers the line going into Druids, and this time there is no way back through for Chris Meelan. A great battle between the two and a very well-deserved place for Palmer, but a great defence by Meelan as well. This is how Will Palmer did it. Gets the toe, goes to the outside, brakes as late as he dares, going through the corner. Runs two wheels up onto the curb, but no more, and claims the line, heading up towards Druids. Meelan, with his chance to retake the position gone, has to slot in behind. Over the timing line they come now, working their way towards paddock. Palmer, in the meantime, has got another place in his sights. Sisu and Gebelana is the next target. Big gap on the inside. And that was almost like, come on through, Will. The HHC teammates swap order, but Gebelana there was caught napping to an extent because Palmer was gifted a huge gap on the inside. I don't think Gebelana really anticipated he was going to try there. Either way, Palmer is through. That puts him up to sixth. Round 23 of the championship is going to be win number 2 for Harrison Newey, a delighted man as he crosses the line. For Newey, that is going to really help him to secure second place in the championship with another race to come. Some more points in that should do it, but that really does tee him up well. Jack Lang takes second, just ahead of Fonseca. Jordan Albert comes home in fourth place. And one of the best races we've had in a sense, because there was battling all the way down through the field. Round 23 of the championship, won by Harrison Newey. The new champion, Will Palmer, bags 6th behind Kieran Haggerty. Jordan Albert is 4th, but off the podium behind Fonseca. Jack Lang bags his best result of the year behind the winner, Harry Newey.
Yeah, no, really good performance. Pulled away by quite a lot, I think, and yeah, just a solid race. next race, just get on with it again, treat it the same, try to stay out of any trouble and just secure that second place in the championship.
The final round of the championship season about to get underway. The grid based on a driver's best lap time out of races 1 or 2. So Will Palmer is on pole, Harrison Newey aiming to be championship runner-up is second, and Kieran Haggerty will start third. It's blast off. Good start by Palmer as the cars accelerate their way down towards Paddock Hill Bend for the first time. And remember that for many drivers, this is the last chance to get a good championship season finishing position. Kieran Haggerty loses out to Jack Lang, who goes right round the outside, powering their way up towards Druids for the first time. Brave stuff by Lang. Is he going to be able to gain further places, or is he going to run out of road at Druids? He gets himself up alongside. Look, you're on board with Haggerty. Lang in the orange and white car up the road ahead. Akhil Rabindra's in strife at Druids, though. Rabindra for Douglas Motorsport, back on track. Will Palmer, this year's champion, leads the way then. He's already trying to open up an advantage over the rest of them as the field works its way through. James Reveller losing out to Jack Bartholomew, who's off the road and loses 1 place, might lose 2. Contact up the road, Chris Meaden getting involved. Fernando Urrutia gets in strife as well, and there's another car, Omar Ismail, who's been involved in it. Urrutia is out of the race with broken suspension. 3 cars come to grief, leaving Clark Curve, and it may well be that that's a safety car to get them all out of the way. Jordan Albert in 23, repelling the challenge here of Kieran Haggerty. And their drivers out of cars, out of the race, and all, I suspect, will point the finger at the other. Safety car is indeed deployed. It picks up the leader, Will Palmer. The field working its way then now through Surtees up towards McLaren at low speed. The drivers busy weaving around to maintain warmth and tyre pressures. And let's have another look and try and piece together who exactly did what. This is the view from on board with Omar Ismail in the Chris Dittman racing car. Up the road ahead, look, there's a slightly crossed up Chris Meaden. Ismail goes up the inside, there's contact between the two, they interlock wheels, they can't get themselves sorted out, and so Urrutia, who goes for a gap, just gets wiped out by Meaden, and his car is still locked together with Ismail's, and however much shrugging goes on, that doesn't change the situation, does it? This is what Urrutia saw of it all. So look, Meaden makes a mistake, runs wide, for a gap up the inside goes Ismail, Meaden turns across, they make contact, wheels interlocked, they are together, and so Urrutia's gap suddenly disappears, and he gets sideswiped. Omar Ismail's season comes to an end. He's had a race victory, but it's not ended in the way that he would have wanted. Will Palmer, though, is going to come through and score an amazing 12th win of the season. What a way to back up his championship with yet another win. Will Palmer takes the checkered flag. He is victorious here at Brands Hatch, but the battle for second is going to go down to the wire. Harry Newey just ahead of Tom Jackson, and then the next wave of cars heading up to the line. Fourth is going to be Fonseca ahead of Gabalana, then Lang, then Albert, and then Haggerty is going to be 8th. Vidya Nathan is 9th, and Jack Bartholomew is the man that rounds out the top 10. It has been another all-action race, but a 12th win of the season for Will Palmer. To confirm the way they came over the line, that 10th place for Jack Bartholomew puts him behind Vaidyanathan and Haggerty, Albert behind Lang, and Gabalana a good 5th. Fonseca off the podium behind Jackson with Harrison Newey 2nd, and Will Palmer, the man who wins.
Finish it like we started it, and delighted to have had such an amazing season. I mean, 12 wins, I never could have imagined that, so yeah, I'm really happy.
Really happy to be second in the championship. You know, my rookie season, never raced a motor car in my life before, and it's a new sheet at the start of the season. Come a long way since then, and it's nice to get second in the championship.
Yeah, I gave it my all. Just a bit of misfortune. I had some bad luck at Donington that really sort of lost my chance, but rebounded this weekend, and I had some bad quali, bad race 1, bad race 2, but race 3 all just came together and just got a mega start, chasing down Newey for that second.
And so the end of the season has Will Palmer as champion, ahead of Harry Newey, Tom Jackson 3rd, with Rodrigo Fonseca, Kieran Haggerty and Jordan Albert rounding out the top 6 in the title race. New cars for next season, new teams, but you can guarantee one thing, there'll be some fantastic racing in 2016.